There are two sides to every coin, a head and a tail. Just like a coin, a topic always has at least two sides. Both are different in their own way and bring something new to the table that the other does not. Today, a very common topic that concerning children is vaccinations. More and more people are asking questions about what we are having injected into our children and if those could come up with serious side effects. Not only are parents asking questions, but doctors are, and they don't know if they like the answers that they are finding either. More and more are switching. Today, parents are asking themselves if they should or should not vaccinate their children. Claire McCarthy, MD, is a primary care pediatrician at Boston's Children's Hospital and an assistant professor of pediatrics at Harvard Medical School. She is also a senior faculty editor for Harvard Health Publishing in an article about children vaccinations. She states, vaccines prevent illnesses that can cause serious disease or death. They save lives, plain and simple. She's plainly saying that without these vaccines that we inject into our children or ourselves every day, life would be a total, it would just be an apocalypse because their diseases would run rampant. There wouldn't be anything to put them in control, and we have no other way than vaccines themselves. Ari Brown, MD, received her medical degree from Baylor College of Medicine in Houston, Texas. She did her pediatric residency at the Harvard Medical School in Boston, Boston's Children's Hospital, and she's been in the private practice since 1995. She states in her own paper, your decision and every other parent's decision after affects your child and a society as a whole. By getting your child vaccinated, you're not just vaccinating them, you're supporting the entire system around them. The kids they go to school with, their parents, your friends, just anyone that they come in contact with either way, because kids are one of the biggest carriers of disease in the world. They get into everything. They find everything. They put things in their mouth. I mean, they're just disease prone. And to have them not be vaccinated would be stupid. Now, while both of these doctors, Brown and McCarthy, both agree that without the vaccinations, there would clearly be a worldwide pandemic every day. We do not have a technology to replace that. When the day comes, doctors will most likely jump on board with that. Now, being that there are doctors who support the vaccination movement, more and more doctors are doing a little more research into what we are injecting into ourselves, and some of them are not liking what they find. Jack Wolfson, MD, graduated from the University of Illinois and then spent 4 years at Chicago College of Osteopathic Medicine. After that, he did a 3-year residency, or 3-year internal medical medicine residency, followed by a 3-year cardiology fellowship at Lutheran General Hospital in Park Ridge, Illinois, where he served as chief fellow his final year. On his website, he talks about his views on vaccines. Once I started reading and understanding the truth about the way the body works from a health perspective, I changed my vaccine tune. He did a little more digging, is all he's saying. He's noticed that why can't we form our own natural vaccinity towards diseases like we do with the chicken pox? Like, we get it once, we make the antibodies, and then we never get it again. Now, another doctor who agrees with him is Paul Thomas, MD. He received his medical doctorate from Dartmouth Medical School and completed his pediatric residency at the University of California, San Diego. Dr. Paul is a board-certified fellow in the American Academy of Pediatrics. In an interview he did, he said, what if the information would stand in stark contrast to the accepted paradigm and be so unbelievable it would be it would almost certainly be rejected as fact. The facts that go along with this are out of 715 unvaccinated children, just one was diagnosed with autism. Out of 2,629 vaccine-friendly plan, an alternative schedule that Dr. Paul came up with himself, just 6 were diagnosed. Compare that to the rates of the current centers, or to the current Center of Disease Control and Prevention vaccine schedule rate of 1 out of 45 children are diagnosed with autism. Those numbers clearly state that we may have overlooked something in the past with that autism or vaccines cause autism paper that was clearly bogus in the past. But it had other doctors like Paul himself thinking, well, why don't we give this a deeper look and maybe look at it with open eyes? Both of these doctors realized, or did a little more digging. They both believed that vaccines were the way to go at some point. But then when they got when they found the answers, they didn't like what they found, and they changed their tune, I guess, as Dr. Wolf would say. Unlike a coin toss, though, where the outcome is completely random, we have a choice in what we do. We have to ask ourselves many questions on what we think is the right choice. Do we vaccinate or do we not vaccinate? Is it safe? Is it unsafe? Does it cause autism? Does it not cause autism? Vaccines are making us question things that we never knew we had to question before. With new answers coming out every day for both sides of the argument, they leave us with more questions in the end than answers. And with this, parents are still having to ask themselves if they should or should not vaccinate their children.